Do you love pop figures? Do you love board games? Then get ready to check out this first ever Funko game line. Hi, this is Jen from TTPM, and I'm here with two games from the new Funkoverse game line, Funkoverse Harry Potter and Funkoverse DC's Batman. They are essentially starter sets that introduce the gameplay. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more on the latest pop culture toys and games. There are 6 different games in the current line. Here we have 2 of those. These are through and through strategy games, so don't let the collectibles fool you. They just add to the fun of the game and offer you a way to make use of your favorite universe of Funko Pop figures in a whole new way. Each set comes with different Funko Pop characters from that universe. The Batman set here includes Batman, Harley Quinn, the Joker, and Batgirl. The Harry Potter set comes with Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Voldemort, and Bellatrix Lestrange. So there are 2 good guys and 2 bad guys essentially. One thing to note about the figures for collectors is that they are sized slightly smaller than traditional Funko Pop figures. That's for the gameplay, but it may also add to the collectability of them too. Moving on to the gameplay, one thing to note is that gameplay is essentially the same across all games in the line. The only difference is the powers and abilities of the characters you'll be playing with, as well as the settings. Each characters have specific attack moves and abilities, which are detailed on helpful cards. For example, adjacent allies to Hermione can't be knocked out while she is standing. There's also a handy guide to what everything on these character cards means in the instruction booklet. When first playing, all players will start with a basic level round of play before advancing to the quote-unquote full experience games. Dark character bases symbolize, you guessed it, the bad guys. When playing a 2-player game, each player starts the game with 3 characters. As you may notice, there are only 4 figures. Tokens are included to symbolize that 3rd basic character, but expansion packs can also fill that 3rd slot. There are 2 status cards for Harry and Bellatrix. Players will also pick up ability tokens for each dot denoted on their character cards. Who goes first is determined by the flip of the first player token. Players begin in their designated areas on the board. On players' turns, they select a character to play with, then perform 2 actions: move, challenge a rival with a roll of the dice, assist an adjacent ally that's been knocked out, and more. Once done, place an exhausted marker on your card and play moves on to the next player. Play continues as such until both players have exhausted all their characters. Then players shift everything down 1 on their cooldown tracker. Once things are shifted off the 1, they return to play. Exhausted markers are removed and a new round begins. So, I'm assuming you're still wondering how exactly do you win? Well, that comes in with the full experience game. What's cool is that the game actually offers 4 different experiences or mini games to play. So the game board shifts based on the card setup. There are specific rules to each game, and the gameplay, aka earning points, also depends on which scenario you choose to play. In these scenarios, players can also gain additional points when adjacent to these, quote, point markers indicated on the board, which allow you to choose to interact with these actions on their turn. In addition, the game comes with 2 items that give players characters added abilities. In the Harry Potter game, there's the Felix Felicis and a dagger. You don't have to use them, but if you choose to do so, they must be given to a specific character prior to the game's start. So, what do we think? Here's our breakdown. The pros. Despite instructions seeming detailed, gameplay moves pretty quickly. There's a surprising amount of strategy to the game. It's something that will appeal to tabletop gamers as well as Funko fans alike. And you can combine games to add more players and figures to the gameplay. The cons. For beginner tabletop gamers, it might feel a bit overwhelming at first glance. We give the Funkoverse Strategy Games 4 out of 5 stars. To find out more about the gameplay and what other games are in the line, as well as find out more about where to buy and current prices, check us out at ttpm.com and subscribe to our YouTube channels for more great reviews every day.